Hey guys, Adam Broussard here. What to do on days where you don't know what to do? Well, yesterday I talked about time management. You know, not every day is gonna be this like action-packed full of events. I think whenever you get to a certain level, it will be. You know, like you can be. I was watching a video with Mr. Beast describing his sketch. Boom, boom. They just got him propped up, going here to there, everywhere. Pop, pocket, boom, 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 boom. But if you watch and research a little bit about him, you realize, man, for the first 5, 7, 8 years, I mean, he's shooting these videos and stuff like that. It's painstakingly full of boring things, and before it gets not boring, there's a lot of boring stuff. I mean, literally, I'll tell you what I did today. I had a stack of paperwork on my desk, all full of just send the CPA this, take care. Oh, my vehicle. So I sold a vehicle. And I don't do this often. Most of the time, I have traded in type of stuff in my life, and kind of all these things get handled in the back door, in the back room of dealerships. But I sold a vehicle to somebody who stopped paying me, so I did an owner finance, and they basically paid me probably about $800 out of like $4 or $5 grand. Okay, well, I took a chance. It was an old vehicle. And I knew that, hey, if this guy ultimately didn't pay me, then so what? Okay? He must be in a bind. But anyway, well, I sold it. And when you sell a vehicle, you're supposed to go turn in your license plate, and they go get a new license plate. I didn't know that. He never went go turn in my license plate. So, like, here in the last week or so, I got in the mail this ticket in Florida for not paying a toll. $10. $10 so it's not like a big ticket or anything like that, but it has the whole vehicle with Adam Broussard license plate. Like, what the heck is this, man? So, come to find out, not only did he not turn in the license plate, but I have, for canceling the insurance, I have a flag on the license because I canceled the insurance on the vehicle registered underneath my name. And I had got notice of that, but I had filled out the little dispute form saying, hey, I sold it, you know, and just dropped the ball. No, they called me. I filled out a dispute form. They called me. This was sometime last year. And they called me back at like Friday night, 7 o'clock. So I called them. It must have been a Friday, and then they said, "Hey, we'll call you. We'll leave your name and number. We'll call you back." This is the DMV, the Louisiana State DMV, and they called me back at like 7 o'clock on Friday. I said, "Man, screw this," you know. Forgot about it all the way up until now. Now I see why, because dude still got a license plate. So this was about 2 hours of my life, maybe 3 hours of my life today. No, probably about 2. And so the first thing is I got to get the license plate situated. All right. Well, thank God we live in 2025. You can do it online, very easy. Stop license plate, boop, or cancel license plate. All right. So he's driving around right now with a license plate that is not good. So what did Adam do? Even though he stopped paying me, I let him know. Once again, I'm not heartless to give him. I'm at least going to give you a heads up. Like, hey, I just did this, which now affects you. So, spent some more time on the phone. Didn't even get it resolved with the insurance, with this insurance stuff. But it looks like, Okay, remember, he paid me probably about $800 of what he owed, maybe $1,000. But it looks like for me, my penalty for this whole rigmarole, if they don't accept my proof of selling it to them, title exchange, all that kind of stuff, would be about $850. So I might walk away with nothing and having to go pay for this thing to get off of my license, this little quote-unquote flag. But that was part of the paperwork that was on my desk, and boy, that sucks, you know? It's a 1-2 punch. But you roll on from it. And look, I ain't got all the money in the world where, oh yeah, $850, let's go spend it on some things that you thought was it. No, I should have learned. There's a few learning lessons that was my fault. You know, I should have known. I should have looked up, should have asked more questions to somebody about turning this license plate in. 2, I took a chance with this fella. I didn't know him too well, but we were starting to work together in a sober living environment type stuff. And he had a wife and kid and he needed a vehicle, so I took a chance. Well, at the end of the day, we're going to chalk that off to charity and just, you know, ask God to just work through my life and his life. And you know, there's always a reason why somebody can't do something. And it's not, if you don't get frustrated, then you don't allow. I could get frustrated and allow him the power of frustrating me, which takes away time, effort, and energy. And this is what I try to tell my wife and kids and stuff, like, man, don't let other people, no matter what's going on, don't let other people take away things from you, you know, which is time. And believe you me, I wake up I don't wake up always in the best moods, you know, and so I have to work really hard to get to a point where I'm not allowing other people to shape the way I think and feel. And that way I can handle this and see, all right, well, I just got to freaking take care of this. And you know what? I'm going to take care of it because that's what I'm supposed to do. Because it's affecting me now with this deal on my license. All the way to the point I'm going to have to drive to the DMV because guess what? I got lucky enough to get somebody on the phone. Took about 30 minutes to get him on the phone. Then whenever I needed to go connect with somebody, the first solved the problem of the license plate, second solved the problem, because these are two different problems, of the insurance ding there on my license. And I call and they say, oh no, I'm sorry, call volume is too much, so try again later. So I'm gonna have to go to the DMV to solve this problem, because they put you, at the end of the day, you got to solve this problem, or they're gonna solve it for you. So I'm gonna have to literally go to the DMV tomorrow. I'm gonna try calling before I go. Maybe first thing in the morning will be easier. But nevertheless, all right, the boring day of today. So that's all just stuff I gotta fix and take care of, because that's gonna prohibit me from doing something in the future. And I don't want to, there's things that I can't do. There's bills that I can't pay yet. There's things I can't finish at this moment. But I can at least do that. So I worked in the office and just went through that mundane paperwork, stack of paperwork. I organized a few things. So I can function a little bit better. And what happened this week at the store was the same thing. I've been on the phone with the store every day for longer than what I want, because we're exerting energy but not moving the needle. This has been going on for a few months. And we were paying high payroll, and it's like, no. So a couple weeks ago, I'm like, all this is stopping. We're going to go to the game plan. of what I want to do, how I want to do it, and I'm not going to let other people influence me on telling me stuff. I need to hear stuff whenever I'm sitting there focused, ready, and wanting to hear, asking questions, because I come with a lot of questions. And so that's what happened yesterday, and it was fruitful. And today, even though I did have to talk to the store, I like talking to the store anyway, but even just to find out what they're doing, what's going on, tell me what you did, tell me what you did, what you're doing, and how's things going, and how much sales we got. I always like to hear that. And long story short, I was being pulled in a path of I was being pulled in the path like it was just a few weeks ago, where it was like, oh, well, let me tell you all about this. No, I don't want to hear that. Like, don't give me bits and pieces of information of, hey, this is what you're doing, this out. No. Come and present me with something. Tell me exactly what you're doing, how you're doing this, because when I come with questions and you don't have the answers, that's pretty aggravating. And we're adults here. Like, come with a complete thought. So it's training people, though. It's just, and I'm not complaining about them. They do a great job, but they need to learn how to present stuff to me the way that I like to hear it. And so I'm just training them. Hey, do it this way, and now you're educated and I'm educated, and when I ask you questions, you know how to quickly come up with the answers if you don't already have it, and you put some thought behind it, you know. And so I definitely, I like to, as I get older, it's like, man, I want to talk to somebody that has some complete thoughts and is educated about what they're talking about when they're asking you for something, you know. And that's probably like sales 101. Know what you're talking about. So anyway, I've been working on that, and once again, it was such a gorgeous day out today, and yet I had to spend time in the office. Where now I get to go pick up my kids, my two girls, and deal with them fussing, you know, because they still young, so they get hungry right about this time, and they're not the sweetest little girls sometimes, you know? But that's what I dealt with today, was just on the phone, DMV, the state too, which I had this stack of papers and stuff like that, and those went by pretty quick. But it's just like, man, just tediously, like, oh, go here, do this, click this, boom, 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 boom. And essentially I thought maybe we were late on signing up for something with the state in the store, but it's all good. The state just wants their money. No penalty or nothing, just sign up and $50. Thank you. Man, that's a good business to be in. So tomorrow I might be shooting a video driving to the Bro Bridge DMV, and that'll be okay. I'm on the hunt for something else to buy, and that's what we're doing. All right. See you later.